AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. Afternoons with AllBall. We need some classical music to go along with that shit. Dance again.
Definitely need some type of Frank Sinatra or something, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that was smooth. Yeah, we need some smooth though. I ain't gonna even lie.
Frank Sinatra is too crazy. There's nothing like that music, man. I just seen Khalees, remember Nas' baby moms, or singer.
Yeah.
She's a profound singer. She redid, I think the guy's name is Giveon. I think the breakup anniversary. Yo, that song is like, damn, certain singers could pull a chord. I'm not really going anywhere with this AllBall, but
I don't. Big Baby Sports, what up? Yeah, I don't know what type of let me big shout out Khalees, man. Looking beautiful too, man. Wow, a lot of us as we get older, we get much better, man. So big shout out to her. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she was re-singing the song. She was covering it, as they say. The original song is amazing, but the way she sung it was dope. So it made me play the song over again. That song is, I don't know, man. Me and my wife still together, so I don't need no breakup anniversary. Turbo.
What up, Turbo? Yeah.
What's up, my brothers? The best show in the business. You always told us that. And don't think for 2 seconds it goes to our heads or it goes over our heads. Turbo means the world to us. We need the turbo facts too. You need to be in the comments with checking us, fact checking.
Oh. The beautiful, the lovely. Good afternoon, not good evening. Miss Darlene Bryan is in the building, man. Oh man, listen, when the ladies pull up, man, it just gives us a whole nother type of energy. Good afternoon, Miss Darlene Bryan. Yeah. Listen, man. Tell a friend. Afternoons with AllBall. Listen, man. Weekdays, 3 p.m. Eastern. We may sometimes start a little late, but we will be here. Weekdays, Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And once we get the ball rolling, give us a couple weeks, maybe a month. Listen, we would love Turbo Facts in the building. Big Baby Sports in the building. We need a lot of y'all to pull up. Like I said, we owe Big Baby Sports definitely an interview. But yeah, man, we gonna need the help from everybody. Let's make this afternoon show something to look forward to. And anytime y'all got any topics y'all want us to do, man, put it in the chat. And if we rock with it, listen, we gonna talk about it. But afternoons with AllBall, man, listen, we're gonna be tackling the hot topics and some of the things that the big networks don't discuss. We gonna be on here discussing them. But big shout out to y'all, man. Hit that like button, share, like, subscribe. Let's go, baby.
Well, come on now.
I'm windy.
I ain't no hold on.
Damn.
Yeah, it's something in the air, man. Today I'm not feeling like myself, even though I got a little bit of energy. It's that cough medicine.
No, I'm old, and me saying that quick, not taking my time, ain't got nothing to do with nothing in the air. Nigga said age, the age is in the air. Nigga said, what's in the air? My age, nigga. I'm tired. I'm old, man. Let's go, baby.
Age ain't nothing but a number. It's a lie. They lied to us. These young whippersnappers. AllBall. Here we go. We're going off with the thumbnail because Big Baby's in the building already. He saw the thumbnail. Can Luka lead? Can Luka lead the way? JJ Redick, rookie Laker. Luka Doncic, rookie Laker. For lack of a better term. They started off on a good run. They were 9-2 in the midst of Anthony Davis's injury, the trade to get Luka. They get Luka. They go 9-2. They lost to Boston. I don't know if they had enough gas in the engine. And ever since Luka's been there, it's not quite the same. What do you think so far? Can Luka lead the rest of the way by the time LeBron comes back and try to get to that championship contention you were talking about?
To be honest, as good as Luka is, I really don't know. I don't know if Luka can lead this Lakers team without LeBron James. to a deep playoff run. I watched that Brooklyn Nets game. I watched that whole game. They struggled. They struggled. We got to start talking about how bad Luka is on defense, or he just doesn't care. Too many times I watch Luka Doncic complain and whine to the refs, and as he's doing that, the play is going on. So I'm just trying to figure out when is JJ Redick going to say something about that. But I don't know if Luka can lead this Lakers team to a title on his own. Now, let's not forget, when he was in Dallas, when he made that playoff run and went to the Western Conference Finals, he had Jalen Brunson on his side. And Jalen Brunson in those playoffs was playing hella great basketball. And then he had a great supporting cast. And then after that, you give him Kyrie Irving. So, right now, if LeBron is hurt, where's the Kyrie Irving? Where's the Jalen Brunson? I think it's going to be very difficult. I think the pressure in LA is going to be a bit much for Luka without LeBron James there. I think LeBron James blankets the pressure for Luka Doncic. But Luka by himself, that Brooklyn Nets game exposed a lot. I know people's going to look at it as if it's just one game, but I'm not looking at it like that. I'm looking at it as if when LeBron retires, if Luka, because remember, Luka there's no inkling, he doesn't have to resign. Remember, after this season, Luka doesn't have to stay there. So that's why this year, I've been telling y'all, it's very important for the LA Lakers. Because if you don't win a championship and then Luka doesn't resign, y'all in big trouble. Because I don't know if anybody wants to play alongside LeBron James. If you're going to get a superstar that's going to sign in the offseason to play with LeBron, knowing that it's going to be his show. A la a Ja Morant, Anthony Edwards, Giannis. So this season is very important. And watching the Lakers against the Brooklyn Nets, watching Luka's body language, watching everything. Remember, there was no pressure in Dallas for him to win no championship at all. There was no pressure at all. Now, we know they just been to the championship, but there was no pressure for this year for the Dallas Mavericks to win a chip. So I think this is the first time Luka Doncic is experiencing some real pressure from the NBA. And watching that Brooklyn Nets game, it exposed a lot. And it's been exposing what I've been saying for 2 years now. I'm not saying Luka Doncic isn't great. I'm not saying he's overrated. I'm not saying any of those things. But as great as he is, he needs a lot. He needs a great supporting cast. A lot of these and that's one thing I can give LeBron in his prime. He didn't need a great supporting cast to be successful. I don't know if Luka can do what LeBron did. This is Luka's prime. This team with Luka without LeBron James is average. I watched them get outworked, out hustled. I watched all of that against the Brooklyn Nets, who we all know literally doesn't have anybody. And that's no disrespect to those guys. They are in the NBA. They deserve to be there. But when we talk about great players, good players, the big names, recognizable players, Brooklyn doesn't have any of that. And they got out everything. So for me, I think the Lakers is in trouble. I don't think Luka Doncic can do it. And we got to understand, this injury with LeBron James, it can linger into the playoffs. He can re-aggravate it. He can pull it again. And what if Luka got to hold it down for a game or two by himself on his own? I don't know. I don't like it. It's tricky. And I keep telling people, if the Lakers don't win a championship this season and the Dallas Mavericks shut down, which I think they should do, shut down. Take Clay out of there, shut down, and come back next season, game one, fully healthy, because we already got an example of what Dallas would look like. And remember, that game, Lively wasn't even playing. But if you're going to give me AD, Kyrie, Clay, Lively, Gafford, like if you're going to give me all of that fully healthy, then Dallas made the right choice. But I think the Lakers is in trouble, Fabian. And like I said, the Brooklyn Nets game exposed a lot. People are going to say it's just one game. I know they only lost 2 games since they got Luka. Yeah, I'm a LeBron and a Lakers hater, but this has nothing to do with it. The Lakers need to really figure out what they're going to do because Luka on one side of the ball is as good as anybody. But on the other side of the ball, when your superstar doesn't even make an attempt to play defense, I don't know how far or how do you plan your future with a player like that. I really don't. Luka is not the Joker. Luke is not the Joker. He doesn't do all that the Joker does. So Joker can get away with not playing defense or being bad at defense. But I've watched Luka night in, night out, game after game, literally don't play no defense. And the other team is going down the court and they're scoring. But I can Luka hold it down while LeBron is hurt? I don't think so. I really don't think so.
I don't see how that. That's why I never liked the whole Luka is a young LeBron James. That never made sense to me. You could call him an old young LeBron James. And even then, what LeBron was doing in the last month or so, he was playing defense. Luka could never play defense like that. LeBron has the capability of dominating both sides of the court. Luka hasn't. So even with the Mavericks last year, the way they made up for Luka Doncic last year, and when Jalen Brunson was there, they had a blueprint for him. They even brought the Dorian Finney-Smith kid over there to the Lakers. You saw they tried to get the kid from the Hornets before they rescinded the trade. Okay, but Jackson Hayes, all these guys, they're doing what we talk about the Knicks overachieving with their young pups. That's what they're doing. Because what are they gonna do? Luka Doncic, you're right. He doesn't look the same. And then when they start playing that playoff basketball on him, because the Nets, they were getting away with stuff.
Yeah.
Running into him, bodying him. Okay, but that's playoff basketball. In the championship, they were punking you, and they were getting in your head. That's what I was saying when we didn't have nobody like that. So that's what made me glad we had a PJ Tucker, to your point that you made earlier this year. Where's the presence of that guy on the court? There's a couple of those dudes. The Lou Dorts of the world of OKC. That's why I don't understand the Lakers could get past OKC. No way. Lou Dort is a pest all game long, and he's tough. Luka doesn't like that. He don't like to be touched. When he does, start talking shit to him. You ain't that nice. What you was thinking? You could tell you could get in his head. He starts yelling at the ref like LeBron. That's the part that he's like LeBron. They could score and they could pass really well, and they yell at the referee really well. That's it, and they rebound. But to not be able to play defense, a lot of stress on you, and we can't act like at this point Luka doesn't have the most pressure on him in LA, even more so than JJ Redick right now. He ain't expected to win. LeBron ain't really expected to win no more, and that's been the case. The last 2 or 3 years, you made the play-in. You've been questionable injuries. Every March, you go on some sort of injury vacation. We didn't expect them winning the championship. As a matter of fact, that's part of the reason why I pushed back on what you were saying. Why aren't we talking about Laker championship? We don't expect it. So if we don't expect it, now with the rival Luka Doncic, you do expect something better, though. Maybe not championship, but if you fail and fall on your face again, and you get another Brian Windhorst infomercial or whatever you call it, soliloquy, whatever, in the huddle, in the tunnel, Luka ain't trying to see that, man. The Lakers, are we sure that the Lakers and JJ Redick are not a couple of minutes away from going, yo, was Dallas right about him?
Well, remember, I told you I love the trade, and people flame me for it, but I I don't know if I made the post, but if I didn't, I'm gonna make it. But I had a live on it, and I said Anthony Davis is the better basketball player. Luka can be the better talent, but if you're asking me who I would rather build my team around, it's Anthony Davis. He's the best two-way player. Now, we talking if they're both healthy, because they both are injury prone, but we know AD is far more injury prone than Luka. But if we're talking fully healthy at their peaks, at the top of their game, Anthony Davis is the better basketball player. He's a defensive player of the year candidate every year. Why he doesn't have one yet, it It amazes me. That's how much they dislike that man. And Anthony Davis is proof that the media are, and that's something we need to discuss. Anthony Davis is proof that the media plays a very vital part in some of these players getting accolades because people dislike him so much for being injured, being hurt. You know, the rumor he saw, guys calling him street clothes, to where he doesn't get a defensive player of the year. He's by far the best defender in the NBA. So you have a defensive player of the year candidate every year. You have a guy that's going to average a double-double, at least 25, 26, 27, and 12, 13, 14 boards. And he's a legit shot blocker. He changes the game defensively. I don't care what nobody say. When he's in the paint, guys are hesitant to get to the basket. So for me, and he can get a shot on his own. He can knock down the mid-range. He can shoot the three. He's a good free throw shooter. So for me, if we're talking about who's the better basketball player, it's Anthony Davis. So I've been said that. Dallas Mavericks made the right move. It just so happened that they just had some type of black cloud above them to where everybody just got injured at the same time. But for me, I disagree with you when you say the Lakers shouldn't be championship contenders. I disagree. Anytime LeBron James is on the court playing at this level, and then you add a Luka Doncic, who everybody 2 years ago said he was better than Larry Bird. Everybody says when he's healthy, he's the best player in the NBA. And remember, everybody bring up his 5 years straight all first NBAs, the All-Stars. Remember, so when you bring all that stuff up, they do it. I don't. I'm not going to let nobody get away with Lakers on championship contention. That's why I think Luka is understanding now. I see his body language. I see it on the court. I see it on the sideline. He doesn't look that happy. He don't look as happy as Anthony Davis that first game in Dallas, because now you being a Laker is about winning championships. In Dallas, you can fly under the radar. You ain't got to win no championships in Dallas. Cut it out. We know the organizations that when you go there, they're expecting championships. And there's two of them, Boston and LA. Those two teams you go to, they expect championships. They don't expect nothing less. So I don't think Luka can do it. I think the Lakers, as constructed right now, without LeBron James, is LeBron James with the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I don't know if Luka is good enough, and I'll let you respond to that. I don't know if Luka is good enough, like LeBron was, to where you can make all those guys that much better, raise their level of basketball, and take them deep into the playoffs. I don't know if Luka can do that. And I think the Lakers made a huge mistake. I think they bailed on Anthony Davis at the wrong time. It was very wrong, and they're going to pay for it. They really are.
I don't think Luka's anywhere near. I think we forget how great LeBron James was on the Cavaliers, just as a raw talent. Raw talent. He wasn't even polished yet. He ain't work on nothing. He ain't have a mid-range. It was straight athleticism. Luka could never. It's just a different level. If you turn that ball over, it was a wrap. You could not make a bad pass. You could make a bad pass around Luka. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to pay for so many things for LeBron that didn't even require, develop skills yet. Look, all of Luka's skills are all pretty much developed. How much better can he actually get? We talk about defense. He doesn't want to show the effort. And going back to what you said with the Dallas Mavericks, if we just talk about straight healthy, there's no way I have Lakers in the same stratosphere as Dallas, because Dallas has everything the Lakers want and need. Luka knows that. They had two big centers over there, and Anthony Davis always said, "Yo, I need a center," and they got two of them. So it's unfortunate for the Mavericks because Kyrie tore his ACL, so he's gonna be out for almost a year. Hopefully sooner with the these medical advancements. Hopefully I don't say hopefully, but they got to find something for themselves. We Knicks fans over here, but the argument between who's better between AD and Luka Doncic hasn't ever been had, and especially with the way we wrote them off. Like everybody really wrote off the Mavericks with this, and it's like I get it. I understand the conspiracy, the Vegas thing. Okay, cool. But if we're talking about winning in the next 2 or 3 years with
Right.
their respective lineups, there's no way you could pick the Lakers over the Mavericks. Because what if we see the worst thing possible just happened for the Mavericks, but what if the best thing possible happened and they had Kyrie, AD, Lively, and Gafford there for 3 straight years? They could have got OKC up out of here. OKC's biggest problem is they don't rebound. Once you get out of Hartenstein and Chet's injury prone, they got the same similar issues. Once you get them in foul trouble up front, then what?
Right.
They took Cleveland's blueprint and put steroids on it. Oh, y'all got Jared Allen and Evan Mobley? Word? Try running with Lively, AD, who Allen and Mobley wishes they were, and then Gafford is the throw-in. They don't have a third guy like that. And they tried one with marketing when he was in Cleveland, but that ship is sailed. So I don't know why everyone's just saying, yo, the Lakers won this and it's over. And the argument between Luka and AD, they're gonna be linked in forever. And going back to your point, that switching gears. If Luka was anywhere near what we made him out to be, why don't we have him anywhere near close to the 3-time MVP? The guy that we got to share this with y'all said he should have won. He could win 10 straight MVP titles. Nuggets coach Michael Malone gives blunt assessment of Nikola Jokic's MVP case. SGA looks crazy in that picture. There's Michael Malone on Joker and the MVP conversation against SGA. If you didn't know that Nikola won 3 MVPs and I put player A and player B on paper, and you had no idea that the guys that's averaging a triple-double, the guy who's top 3 in 3 major statistical categories, things that no one's ever done, he wins the MVP 10 times out of 10. And if you don't think so, then I think so. I think you guys are all full of shit. Yo, that's that New York in them, man. God bless his father, Brendan Malone. Come on, man. All ball. How true is this? I like Mike Malone pushing his guy for MVP. What do you think?
Well, big shout out Mike Malone. I just love what he represents. But he also gave SGA some props. He actually said this is no knock on SGA. He's having a hell of a season. But he just broke down, what the MVP really is. Let me tell y'all what happened in the past before. Big shout out Boogie Cousins, DeMarcus Cousins. He broke it down before. He said, yo, if this is why Joker didn't win 3 MVPs in a row. He said, because then you would have to bring up his name in the likes of Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan. Magic and Mike never did that. LeBron never did that. The last person to do it was Larry Bird. Mike Malone is 100% correct. Luka Doncic, excuse me, not Luka. The Joker, Jokic. Is it Nikola Jokic might be the greatest regular season basketball player of all time. If we're talking numbers and statistics and stats. Like Mike Malone said, he's in top 3 in rebounds, assists, and points. As a 7-footer. He's literally the point guard. And let's think about this. He's never played alongside another all-star.
So Murray never made
Let
an
me
all-star
say that
team?
again. No, Jamal Murray never made an all-star team. Exactly. Joker never played alongside another all-star. I'm pretty sure SGA is going to get it, but I said this the other day. I wouldn't be upset. What Joker is doing, we've never seen done. He's doing what Russell Westbrook did on steroids. Literally. The shit is insane. And I agree with Mike Malone. He can get it 10 years straight in a row if we're saying this is what the MVP is supposed to be. He's the most valuable player to the league and to the team. And with that roster, he's a 3rd seed? Remember, you got inconsistent play by Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon is not who he used to be. He's kind of injury prone now. And Jamal Murray is very inconsistent. As much as I love Jamal Murray, remember, he waits to get to the playoffs. And for some reason, when they play the Lakers, he see blood in the water. But he has a team where guys are very inconsistent, and he still manages to keep them in the top 3-4 seed, and he's averaging a triple-double. 28, 13, and 10. So for me, thank you, Heroic Koya. Second seed. So I'm gonna be honest. To be the 2 seed and doing what he's doing, yo, man, people may not like it, they may not want to hear it. But the Joker, you know how they say LeBron and Mike and certain players could deserve it every year? I think with the Joker, this is gonna sound crazy. He might deserve it more every year than Mike and LeBron. Bro, he's by far the best player in the NBA every year. Mike is the GOAT. I get it. But I'm saying a guy that's by far the best player in the league every year. Playing with that roster he's playing with. Never played alongside an all-star. Nah, I like SGA. But I'm going to be honest. They built that man a superstar cast. The Denver Nuggets, since they won a championship, that roster has downgraded every year. They make no adjustments. They don't get nobody else. They don't make no progress. They don't add no great players, no great bench. They don't do none of that. They tell a Joker, you that great. Work with what you got. And year in and year out, he's second, third, fourth seed, putting up numbers that nobody can put up. Listen, I'm sorry. Rugby, I know that sounds crazy, but think about it. These last 5 years, Joker's been the best player in the league by far. It's not even close. I'm sorry. Even when Embiid won the MVP, people even said Embiid shouldn't have won it. I mean, your thoughts? Am I crazy?
I think they got the MVP seasons wrong. Like the year that Embiid won, Joker should have got it, and the year before, Embiid was supposed to get it.
Yeah, I hear that.
But he's the guy that if he's fully healthy, he's rivaling Joker. That's the guy, and he's really the only one. I like Giannis. I love Giannis' approach to the game, but we're seeing now it's like, yo, when we strip you of teammates, skills, passing, engineering the offense, even defensively, what is Giannis really doing? And I've always asked that. If he don't have the point of attack, what can he do? So who's making the game easier for Giannis? He needs a lot more help. Going back to Embiid and Joker, they're self-starters when they're on that court. And then Embiid plays defense. So he got the one up on Joker at that point. And every time they played in Philly, he would kill Joker. But that was his only rival. And that's another reason why it's so unfortunate. That's supposed to be, Ali versus Foreman, Ali versus Frazier, like heavyweight matchups. And, I don't know if it's because Embiid didn't stay healthy, whatever. But the Joker thing, to me, you went too far with the MJ stuff. I think it's the same thing. MJ and LeBron, like every year they're the best player, for whatever reason somebody else wins it. And this year, though, I gotta totally agree with you because I thought about that this morning. And when you text me about the topics, I'm like, yo, it's so crazy because I was thinking about this. And hopefully I'm gonna go on a tangent and you interrupt me if you want, see if I lose you. SGA is in a position that nobody really thought he was going to be in because none of us had him as an MVP caliber dude up until last year. And even the year before, I was like comparing him to John Morant, and he's boom past him. All the athletic guards, Ant-Man, SGA, John Morant, De'Aaron Fox, Donovan Mitchell, the list goes on. SGA has boomed past him. John Morant, to me, is now an afterthought. Ant-Man had us forget about him. SGA has us completely forgetting about John Morant. And who we can add to that list is Cade Cunningham. Cade Cunningham is better than John Morant. I don't want to argue about that, But right now, Cade Cunningham, if you put him on Memphis, that team is completely different, and they're competing with OKC because now he has even better pieces than he has in Detroit. He can go mano-a-mano with someone like a SGA. But that's my point about Joker. He ain't got none of that. None of that. And he's supreme above them. So how much value really can we compare the Cade Cunninghams, SGAs, Ant-Mans, John Morant to the world, all the little guys? To me, it always felt like it took way more to even compare with a guy like Joker, who's carrying the team. What other player can we ever say about really, literally made everybody better around them? Anybody better around them? That's big Joker.
See, let me say this, right? When Charles Barkley won the MVP, did he deserve it? Even though Mike was in the league, did he actually deserve that MVP? You know, sometimes guys get like the Steve Nash thing is still mind-boggling. Like where where people really go, no. Shaq should have got that. Did Charles Barkley that season deserve that MVP? That's my point. When the Joker is around for these past 5 years, niggas don't deserve that shit, bro. He can literally get it every year. The reason why it's an argument with SGA because they the #1 seed, and I ain't gonna lie, he giving guys 40 clips and 50 clips.
Hold
Then when
on.
you think
I'm sorry. I forgot one point. I forgot one point that everybody forgets, and they're gonna hate me for it. But 2-3 years ago, you was here with me when I said, "Yo, y'all sure John Morant is on?" Like, I'd rather take SGA. He just plays ball better. They made the play in that year. It wasn't until Chet Holmgren got there they got the #1 seed. Then they went the next summer, this past summer, and got Hartenstein. Without them, are they really the #1 seed? Joker ain't got that. You know what I'm saying?
great point. And let's not forget last year, Joker was in the Western Conference Finals. OKC got knocked out in the second round. But my point is
No. It wasn't Western Conference Finals. They got knocked out by Minnesota. That was Dallas and
right. Sorry. Yes. Minnesota, right. Denver was up 2-0, and I think Minnesota ran 4 straight on them to get to the Western Conference Finals. Excuse me. But like you said, the point about the Joker nobody brings up. He doesn't play alongside another All-Star. He doesn't have a great supporting cast. I'm gonna be honest. Imagine if Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray was consistent, and those guys had All-Star type seasons every year. Like, think about the Cleveland Cavaliers had 3 All-Stars this season. OKC Williams made it with SGA. Joker don't have that. All I'm gonna say is this: while the Joker has been at his peak reigning, every year he's MVP. And just when you think SGA is going to run off with it, Joker does something crazy. And then, like people say, now they're the 2 seed. And when SGA, they had that back-to-back. The first game, SGA went crazy. I said, that's it. That was the duel. SGA got it. And what Joker come back and do the next day? Come on, bro. So for me, Mike Malone is 100% correct. And I think we need to start being honest. The Joker, last 5-6 years, is the best guy in basketball. Like seriously, what he's doing, I don't see nobody else that you could put on this Denver roster, including LeBron James, and can do what the Joker is doing. I'm sorry. And I seen my guy asked a question, Averin Heroic Collier. Does Lakers beat Nuggets in a 7-game series? No. They do not. Listen, the Joker, I think, preserves himself and gets rest and relaxes until the playoffs. I'm going to say something that's going to trigger y'all. If OKC played Denver in the playoffs, I'm taking Denver. I'm going to say it again. If OKC plays the Denver Nuggets in the playoffs, I'm taking the Denver Nuggets. I'm sorry. I see what Joker can do. I've seen what he can do. Like tonight, OKC, we're going to get to that later. Williams is out. But I'm taking Denver. I'm going to be honest, man. people say, well, LeBron James, for those years he's been in the league, guys need to give him his props and praise him. Because when he's gone, we're gonna miss him. We gotta do the same thing with the Joker. Seriously. When Westbrook was having those seasons averaging triple doubles, the basketball world was going berserk. That's all you heard. Now that the Joker's doing it, it's quiet. You gotta remember, Russell Westbrook was leading with all these shows. That's all they was talking about. The Joker's doing it in a way better fashion. And he's winning. Westbrook ain't win no championship. Westbrook wasn't getting deep into the playoffs when he was averaging those triple doubles. Come on, man. Listen. This year with Joker and SGA, I think this is the closest we probably ever going to see in a long time with, who should get the MVP. But let's be realistic. If one guy's averaging 30 plus and they're the number one seed, the other guy's averaging 28, triple-double, 2 seed, and never plays with an all-star, and their roster is not as great, who deserves the MVP? See, Joker is making it to where people are going to start looking at guys like SGA and talk about they got jerked. If we go by the letter of the law, Fabian, like what Coach Malone said, the Joker deserves the MVP every year. Literally every year. That shit he's doing is amazing, bro. It's amazing. I'm sorry.
And that's why I hate DeMarcus Cousins' theory on that. Because if it's true, because I don't want to think it's true, I just think that, again, we're all human and we just get bored. They got bored with Michael Jordan. Like, they literally got bored with him. I don't know if Karl Malone deserved an MVP during that era either. If we take it to be true, because he's not the first person to say it. DeMarcus Cousins is not the first person to say they didn't want to put him up there with Larry Bird or whatever it is. I would never understand that. Because if there is anyone in this era who deserves it, it is him. And if you were to look back on the NBA history 100 years from now, you pick up a book or you scrolling through whatever the cyber YouTube is, the evolved YouTube in that era, you go back and you go 3 straight MVPs, only 2 people did it, JOKIC and Bird. Who the hell was JOKIC? Boom, and you go, oh, okay, you want to promote the best players of your era. You want to promote the greatness instead of keeping Draymond in the NBA. That's what's wrong with this shit. Something like nobody cursing anybody out because Joker's like, yo, Joker hands down. Joker hands down makes everybody better. Joker will make you better. Are you kidding me? Everybody, there's no team right now that wouldn't want Joker over any. I don't care who you are. The way they had Luka, nah. Joker he's the number 1 draft pick if everyone's a free agent right now. The only one who has a chance is Wemby. And that's pure projection because he's not promised to be anywhere near as the high IQ as a Joker, man. Joker's a different level, man. I learned to appreciate him because he's just bananas.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but before we jump to this next topic, man, listen, appreciate everybody in the chat, man. Please hit that like button, share, like, subscribe. Afternoons with AllBall, man. Like I said, we here Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern time. And we're going to be tackling and talking about and reacting to a lot of these great topics. But we need y'all help as well. Come on, man. We grow, y'all grow with us. So please help us get this platform to a whole nother level, man. Because like I said, the further we go, the further y'all go with us. But yeah, man, I'm one of those guys that it's tough to give guys props. But what the Joker is doing, listen, man, I'm sorry. The NBA world, and I'm gonna leave on this note, and we get to the next topic. The NBA world, I'm talking about guys from the 60s, 70s, 80s, all the way up till now. They are lucky that the Joker isn't playing for an organization where he can get 2-3 rings. I'm going to speak just hypothetically, just to have fun, because we like to have fun here, y'all. Everything is not always serious. But if the Joker was playing for a Lakers or a Boston where they get you the proper help, and with what he's doing now, he has, when it's all said and done, he has 3 rings, he would be a greater basketball player than LeBron James.
Get the fuck out of here. Hell no. Hell no.
Flea, what up, Flea?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Our first afternoons with all ball donation coming from a familiar face over here.
Look,
Me avatar.
somebody
Please.
taxes done hit. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Yeah. Big shout out to our brother Flea, man.
Hey, Flea, let me get another $1.
So
Thank you for the
hold on. Yeah.
$1.99.
Yes, appreciate it, man. You know we love you to death, man. Big shout out Uncle White's Kales. Come on, man. Dime Dropper. Big shout out everybody, man. The whole AllBall TV family. But hypothetically, because once again, I'm gonna keep saying it, we like to have fun sometimes. We like to live in fantasy world. It's okay to live in fantasy world. Fabian, right now, LeBron retires. 4 championships. What is it? 5 MVPs? Is it 3? What is it? He has 4 finals MVPs.
Yeah, it has to be. Nobody got an MVP over him. Finals MVP over him.
Right, and I'm asking you, if the Joker, when it's all said and done, for his career, averages a triple-double, 3 championships, 3 regular season MVPs, 5 MVPs. Let me say it again. If the Joker retires, averaging a triple-double, 25 plus, no, 10 plus assists, 12, 13 plus boards, 3 championships, 3 finals MVPs, 4, 5 regular season MVPs. Is he not in the GOAT debate with LeBron?
No.
Why not? Why not?
Straight out the gate, LeBron James was top 9 in the MVP conversation. Top 9. I know we want to say top 3, he was in the top 10. He was 9th in the NBA in the MVP voting his rookie year. He was top 3 for like 7, 8 straight years after that. Jokers, I gotta look it up. He didn't get into the MVP conversation until his what? His 5th year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4th year, 5th year in the league.
You can hear me?
LeBron was, yeah.
Sorry, that was Mama Love. Go ahead.
LeBron was doing that from the outset. LeBron, from the day he stepped foot on the court, he's in the MVP conversation, AllBall. 9th in the league. Joker didn't get into the MVP conversation until his 5th year in the league. 4th year? 1, 2, 3, 4.
All I'm saying is he made guys better just like LeBron. He can run the point guard just like people say LeBron can.
Hold on. Stop right there. I don't think LeBron makes his teammates better than Nikola Jokic.
No, but that's what people say. Remember, I agree with you with that. But that's what people say.
Hold on. That if he has the one up over LeBron, Jokic at his peak. Remember, we saw Russell Westbrook play with LeBron. Let's not forget this. Russell Westbrook goes over there. He has a resurgence.
These are the conversations that people. These are the conversations that people don't want to have, or they're afraid to have, or they don't even think about it.
I thought you were going to say these are the facts.
No, Joker runs the point guard just as good as LeBron. He passes just as good as LeBron. His basketball IQ is just as high as LeBron. That's all I'm saying. So when we say, we know that athleticism and the defense is on a whole nother level. That's not even a discussion. But we better listen. Fabian,
I don't think
the joke is a different level, bro.
I don't care what these people are talking about. I'm trying to separate the two. I don't think LeBron runs an offense better than Joker. I don't think LeBron necessarily he can make a better pass than Joker. He can, but Joker's constantly making passes. That's the difference. He can run the offense better than LeBron. If he had athleticism, then we'd be talking about the GOAT.
No, if he had better players around him, he don't even need athleticism.
Nah.
If that organization, hold on, no. If that organization, because it's hard to get guys in Denver, right? Salute to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all. It's hard to get guys in Denver. But if those guys can get some trades, can make some things happen, and get Joker the proper help I like the team he has. I'm not knocking them guys, but as we know, it's not enough. If the Joker got 3 rings when it's all said and done with what he's doing now, I don't see how he can't be in a discussion with LeBron James. I really don't. I really don't.
Because if there's anything that I love about the Joker dominating so much, it's the lesson that I had to learn growing up. When I would talk shit about Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain's era as a kid, not knowing any better, then you get older and realize what they had to go through. I ain't talking about even the social, none of that. Just they didn't have the same, access to sneakers. They had to get another job. Wilt Chamberlain was lucky to be a superstar outside of basketball. That all he had to do was play basketball and show up like he was going to the club right afterwards. We always talked about their competition being weak, and it wasn't so weak because they were really built to go against them. But the Joker doesn't have real competition. That's the flaw against them. What you can't name me you can't name me 7 good centers that are on it that can even compete with the Joker.
Okay, hold on. Now this is where it get tricky.
Sure.
They say the same thing about Michael Jordan with the 2 guards in his era. I'm saying is
I could agree with that.
The Joker is reigning by far in, some people say, the greatest era and the greatest talent we've ever seen in basketball. This is 5, 6, 7 years. So that means these was prime KD, LeBron, Luka, Curry, Kawhi. Joker's in the mix of that, busting these niggas' ass. That counts for something. I'm sorry. And I think, us as basketball, junkies, that's why with this show we doing in the afternoon, we try to talk about topics and players that don't normally be spoken about. So, everybody's so used to just LeBron and Curry and KD. Nah, it's a big Serbian guy that's damn near just as good as them.
1,000,000%, because he's not gonna get the love like that. The same reason why SGA, nobody wants to see a Cleveland OKC. And when we say nobody, we're talking about the masses. We ain't talking about us. We are all going to be locked in. I might get divorced if this OKC Thunder and Cleveland are playing in the championship. We're gonna have live set up just to watch the game. It's gonna be a great series. It should be. We're all hyped up for it. But I see Flea in the comments. It wasn't that Michael Jordan's competition was weak because they were built defensively to guard against them. The Albert Robinsons of the world, Sidney Moncriefs, Dennis Johnsons. You had a lot of guys that played defense. Tough. Dennis Rodman's super tough. But who did Jordan have to guard that was anything like him? Anything like him. It's only 1 or 2 guys.
But you know what, Fabian? I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I'm just saying that's
no. You're right. You're right. I don't want to go. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I'm saying, who does Joker have to guard that's on his level?
Right.
It's tough for him to guard these guys. So imagine people that were legit.
Yeah, I totally agree.
That's a knock against them.
Right. But I'm just saying what people be saying. Like, that be the knock to the Jordan haters and, the guys that have LeBron as the GOAT. That, what they always run to is, well, who he played against and who was the guards back then and this and that. So that's why I use that, because I don't pay that no mind. Because those guys in that era, the mentality was different. The game was different. It was built on pride and defense. So you had a lot of guards that they ain't worried about scoring 30, 40. They didn't want to get embarrassed. So for me, I just think with the Joker, listen, man, it's hard to fathom a guy. She's in the building. Good afternoon to the beautiful, the lovely Tori B is in the building, y'all. Y'all know the drill. Be respectful. Say hello to the beautiful ladies. But I think it's hard to fathom what the Joker is doing. He's not athletic. He's not social. He's not big on social media. He's not with none of the antics. And when you still have Curry, LeBron, and KD in the league, it's hard to understand there's somebody in the league that's better than him at this point. I'm sorry. It's just a fact. The Joker has been the best player in the league for the past 5, 6 years. And people don't want to understand that and believe that. And it's sad that on these big networks, on these big platforms, on these big podcasts, that's owned and ran by former players or even current players. They will never say that. They still gonna tell you LeBron and KD is the best players in the NBA today. The Joker by far is better than all these guys. I'm sorry. And you know, if we don't talk about it, nobody's gonna talk about it. And I'm glad Mike Malone, like you said, is repping for his guy because he understands. You don't think you don't think, like Charles Barkley said, you don't think they tired of hearing the same names over and over and over again when my guy is going crazy on y'all?
You're over here glazing everybody else. You should be glazing the MVP like his own coach Mike Malone did. That's why I wasn't mad at JJ Redick when he self-proclaimed glazed LeBron James. He said this guy's 40 years old. He's still killing. I want to appreciate this in real time. Same thing with Joker, y'all. We gotta appreciate Joker, man. You kidding me?
Bro, yeah, man. And my guy Ace Boogie in the building. Listen, we gonna have matter of fact. No, you know,
hold on. Give him props. He showed up when the Lakers lost.
No, you know what? I got to give a shout out to my guy Ace Boogie, man. He been family and been supporting from the beginning, from IG Lives to now here. That's fan. Everybody's fan for life, man. Big shout out my guy. But we can definitely have that discussion one day this week. Who's a better basketball player, AD or Luka? Like I said, man, we definitely can have that discussion. But right now, Mike Malone repping for his guy, the Joker. I agree with him. If we going by the letter of the law, the Joker can win the MVP every year. It's almost like a boxing match, Fabian. You got to beat the champion. You got to knock him out. You got to take the title from him. And SGA is doing his best. But it just seems like the Joker don't want to let it go. Pause. Now, if the Denver Nuggets was the 4th or 5th seed, then I get it. But if they right behind OKC with the numbers that he's no all-star playing alongside of him, I'm saying that's all.
Right behind is a strong choice of words. They're like 10 games back.
that get this. I gotta wipe the glasses off. Lord have mercy. I apologize, y'all.
My apologies from AllBall TV, from the general manager on down. Wait a minute now. Does I don't want to bring. I don't want to make this religious, but do the NBA gods have to apologize and send a sign to Doc Rivers, man? What the hell is going on? Like, for real? Up by 3, AllBall. Last night, the Milwaukee Bucks are up 114, 111. And Tyrese Halliburton takes an inbounds pass, hits a damn near corner 3, leaning in the face of Giannis, Doc Rivers, and bum-ass Darvin Ham. And I'm only saying this because your man Darvin Ham has his hands in his pockets, just looking like ain't nothing going on. What the hell is happening? Does Doc Rivers need a seance? Does he got to talk to my peoples? Do a little santeria with him? Yo, Doc Rivers, man. What the hell's going on with him, AllBall?
I'm going to be honest. Doc Rivers needs an exorcism. Doc Rivers is an official black cat. We're going to have some fun here, y'all. Just bear with us, man. I want to go down the timeline of just how bad luck Doc Rivers, how bad his luck has been since he's been a head coach. Don't get the Boston Celtics championship misconstrued. Do not let that cloud your mind. Please. Let's start in Orlando. Horrific. I'm going to say it again. Doc Rivers in Orlando, horrific. But you know what happens? This is story time, y'all. You know what happens? A miracle. Doc Rivers. We can get T-Mac, Grant Hill, and Tim Duncan to pair up. What do you think, Doc? You know what Doc tells Tim Duncan? Tim Duncan goes, hey, Doc Rivers, I would love for my family to be able to fly you on the plane with us. You know what Doc Rivers tells the greatest power forward of all time? The guy that has a case to be the second or third greatest player of all time, which is not spoken about enough. You know what Doc Rivers told that player? No. No wife and kid flies on the plane with us. So you know what Tim Duncan says? Fuck you, Doc Rivers. I'll stay my old ass in San Antonio and continue to be great. So the black cat was given an olive branch, a miracle. How do you listen? How do you get the lottery ticket and rip it up by mistake? Right? You get to Boston. Listen, I keep telling people that team the Boston Celtics had was destined to win a championship or two. That team was too gritty, too tough. Them guys was physically, mentally built. So for me, Doc Rivers just stood on the sideline, right? You go to the LA Clippers, Lob City, some of the greatest rosters we ever seen assembled. You couldn't get past the second round. You have the most up 3-1 in NBA history in loss. Now let's talk about the Milwaukee Bucks. What happened last night was the basketball gods. That was the basketball gods. Doc Rivers can't get a break. Doc Rivers is officially the black cat, y'all. He is not a good head coach. He is terrible. Doc Rivers needs to retire. Bro, get out the game. You don't need to be a GM. You don't need to be in the front office. You are literally a black cloud. And what you have done to my guy Dame Lillard and Giannis while you've been in Milwaukee, I'm blaming also on Doc Rivers. I'm sorry. Dame Lillard went from being one of the best we've ever seen that he went to Milwaukee and he's a shell of himself. Dame Lillard sometimes is impossible to watch. From the Portland Dame to now this Milwaukee Dame with Giannis, Doc Rivers is officially a black cat and he needs an exorcism. I don't know what's going on with him, but get Doc Rivers out of the game of basketball. Doc Rivers might have to go coach high school ball, man. Seriously. Pull a Woj. Get out of here, bro. Go to your alma mater where you went to high school at. Coach them young guys, man, and give them some hope. Because you are damaging yourself and you are damaging the players that you coach. And then you got the nerve to put Darvin Ham on your coaching staff. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. If y'all not telling me Doc Rivers is not a black cat, yo, man, I don't want to stay on this topic too long because he might black cat our whole thing, and then we might lose subscribers. Y'all might not like us no more. Fabian, you got anything to say before we get off this Doc Rivers topic? Because I'm starting to get a little scared now. I thought I might have heard a little lightning outside.
Nah, man. You see, sometimes the one-liners are the best fucking. He said, "Pull a Woj." You all understand how funny that is? Just walk away with the money, start your own thing, man. I got nothing to add to that. That was all ball in his essence. Tearing away at bum-ass Doc Rivers. Is Doc Rivers the Draymond Green of head coaches, or do you?
No, he's worse. No, yo, listen. Y'all are up. It's a tie. Whatever happened, y'all fouled Indiana. Y'all was up 2, 112, 110. Y'all fouls Indiana. The kid misses a free throw, makes the second one. Y'all up 1. They foul y'all. Make both free throws. You up 3. You foul Halliburton on the inbound fadeaway out of bounds into the stands. And 1-3 game winner. Yo, bro, Doc Rivers and Darvin Ham was sitting on the side as if they knew that was going to happen. Once again, he is the black cat of the NBA. His effect on everybody is just disgusting. Get him out of here, bro. Get him out of here. Doc Rivers is horrific. I'm being honest. I don't know. Man, listen, man. The guy said Jeff Fisher. Yes. Doc Rivers is a bum, bro. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Everywhere he went, it's been turmoil. It's been turmoil. He's had one good stint and that with the Boston Celtics, but look at that squad. It's but so much you had to do with them, with those basketball IQs.
I
Hey,
think he
Fleet,
knows.
Fleet, that's a dumbass contest from Giannis. Yes, yes, you're correct. But you don't think Doc Rivers, as the great head coach that some people think he look. Yeah, yeah. Yo, that tells it all, bro. Look, that tells it all. That tells it all. Closed case. Enough said, Fabian. I ain't got no more to say. Yo, come on,
Yo,
man.
that's so crazy. Twitter is so crazy. I don't care what y'all say. Twitter's the best app, except all you morons that be on there thinking you giving a biblical verse. But when y'all be posting this shit, that should be having me in tears. I'm looking for the picture of Halliburton shooting the ball in between Doc Rivers.
Hey, Darvin Ham.
You
And they
saw it?
just no, I seen the picture. Somebody had it like a screenshot. And they were just standing there, like you said, just like, bro, it's just like, yo, we just here. I'm telling you, get them out of there.
He just and Doc always has a don't do it. Oh, why? Why did y'all put this on the internet? Why would you do this to me on live TV? What is wrong?
What happened?
What is wrong with y'all?
Right, look.
Look at Halliburton's face.
Bro,
Looking stupid.
Darvin Ham is not even bro. Darvin Ham is not even looking at the play. Nah, come on, man. Come on, man. I thought that.
Look at Paul. Look at Doc Rivers.
Yo, I thought the Knicks had the worst coaching staff, bro. Yo, Ace Boogie, dumb and dumber is correct. Wow.
Giannis gotta be stressed out. Yo, Giannis is out of there.
Well, I've been said that.
Out of there.
I've been said that. Bro, Darvin Ham is not even looking at the play. Darvin Ham is looking at the tunnel. Darvin Ham is probably looking at a baddie across the court. He don't even care. Your hands in your pockets. Wow. And Doc Rivers was able to be a head coach for how long now? Unbelievable, man.
You didn't believe that Darvin Ham was that bad last year with the Lakers. Hold on. Because you are going to stick by your guns that the Lakers roster isn't that bad, right? Because what isn't an upgrade from Darvin Ham and his pants pockets? Why is he standing like that? Yo, you cannot stand like that and coach dudes. You can't. You look crazy.
You can't stand like that, period, on the sideline.
You can't stand like that on the block. You can't stand at a bus stop. You getting raw, baby Bubba. In New York City, don't stand. Listen, a warning to all tourists and visitors. Never stand like Darvin Ham at the grocery line, on the corner, nowhere, because you will get got. Don't look like that, please. That's a big man to be putting his hands in his pockets, brother.
Wow.
I can't believe it.
Listen, y'all, man, hit that like button, man. We about to get to this last topic, but please hit that like button.
Oh, yeah. Come on, man. The record, looking up their standings, them bum ass Bucks threw me off, man, because they ain't. I told y'all mid-season, who the hell they gonna be? Not happening. But we got a finals matchup tonight. Possible finals preview. Oh, ball. You pointed this out to me. I forgot all about it.
Listen, man. Yeah, tonight, 7:30. We got OKC versus Boston. Might be a finals preview. I'm looking forward to this game. Now, Williams is not going to play tonight. SGA's sidekick is not playing tonight, but they got Chet. It's no excuse. Porzingis isn't playing. And we know, Drew Holiday is not fully healthy. He got that nagging thumb injury. But I'm looking forward to this game, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm looking forward to see how Tatum plays tonight. with all this, going on with SGA, having an MVP season. People talk about how great Cleveland Cavaliers are playing so far. I think they're on a 15-game winning streak. Great win last night with Donovan Mitchell out. Uh, the Garland had a hell of a game yesterday, comeback win, pause. But tonight might be a preview of the finals. Like I told y'all, if OKC plays Denver, I don't think OKC could beat Denver. So if they could duck Denver, but I like Boston as far as getting to the finals over Cleveland. I just think they're a better basketball team. But I'm looking forward to tonight. I want to see how Tatum plays against uh the guy that they're calling the best player in the league this season in SGA. I want to see if he's gonna be able to give them a 40 clip. This is a very important game, and this tonight is going to show if OKC is the real deal. Like I said, you had a back-to-back against Denver. You split that, but now you're playing up against the big dogs. So I'm definitely looking forward to tonight. I want to see how good OKC responds to losing that game against Denver. With Joker putting up, once again, just historic numbers. But I want to see how Jason Tatum and them guys play. I think both coaches is going to coach a hell of a game, and it stalls on both parts. This is going to be a great game tonight, and I think this is going to tell it all. And I'm looking from the OKC aspect because I really do think if the Lakers are healthy, if Denver can stay healthy, I think those are legit threats to OKC. So tonight, if they come out and play like gangbusters, the SGA have a 40 clip and they get this win, then I'll definitely be on the OKC bandwagon. But I'm hesitant. But tonight definitely could be a preview of the finals, and I wouldn't be mad at it at all.
We've seen after every NBA champion, they play the next season trying to win a back-to-back championship. A lot of times they fall off. Don't know if the Celtics have fallen off. They're still dealing with the Porzingis injury. And Jaylen Brown has not been the same player, at least for the first half of the season. I think he's starting to pick it back up. But they are still a bar. They won the championship. So when they played, let's say, the Cleveland Cavaliers about a month or so ago, and Cleveland beat them, Donovan Mitchell came back and led them, I think, down by 20. That showed us something with Cleveland. OKC's going to have to show us something tonight because they can switch on the perimeter like y'all. And a lot of these guys that we're doubting, they're the ones going to be challenged because we ain't challenging SGA. We think you're going to be big time. Even if you have a bad playoffs, a lot of great players still had their role players help them out. But we don't expect you to have a bad playoffs. We expect you to lead the team to the championship. Jalen Williams won't be there. We get that. But Chet Holmgren has been on and off the court, on and off the court. And Isaiah Hartenstein, knick-knack injuries as well. We got to see them against the Boston Celtics lineup unless Denault is thinking, I don't want to show you my best right now. I don't want to show you my best right now. There was a real quick, I seen Greg Maddux, the former Hall of Fame pitcher in baseball, MLB. I used to hate his guts because I thought he used to cheat for him because I'm a Mets fan. But he's definitely one of the best. They had a clip one time when he was pitching to Jeff Bagwell in the regular season, like in August or July.
Right.
And the catcher called a pitch and he threw a different one and Jeff Bagwell smacked the home run. So the catcher, when the inning was over, catcher spoke to him like, yo, what was that about? He goes, yo, don't worry about that. We're going to see him in October. October came around, same count, struck him out. Look back at the catcher. He said, yo, what I tell you in August? The catcher was like, oh, shit, you did say that. So sometimes you don't want to tell your opponent what your best shot is. And maybe they're keeping back Chet or Isaiah Hartenstein so they don't have to show the champs their best. Because Porzingis ain't there. You ain't got your best.
Well, just real quick, Avon Heroic, he says, where's Tatum in the MVP conversation? For me, he should be third. I know people have Giannis, but that team is underachieving. I think they're now tied with Indiana. And then E. Gibson. He said, I think Boston's on cruise control. They will step up come playoff time. And then no strings entertainment. I like this. Tatum spanked Luka, LeBron, Joker, and SGA. Listen, man. people got to start putting respect on Tatum's name. You know, I don't know what it's going to take, but I think tonight, prime time, you know, ESPN, this is where, you know, against the best team that people see in the NBA, rivaling Cleveland, but definitely the best team in the West, with, you know, who people think the MVP is going to be. I think tonight is a night where if Tatum show out, this is where he gains a lot of his respect, even though he should already have it. Um, I'm a New York Knicks diehard fan, so I would never give Boston Celtics or their player props. That shit hurts my stomach. But I think tonight is the night that Tatum is going to have to prove why he belongs in that same sentence or that same breath as the SGAs, the Jokers, the LeBrons, the Giannis's. But Fabian, you said something. Jaylen Brown, I don't think is struggling this season. I just think the great play and emergence of Pritchard and Derek White this season. What they've been doing, it kind of gives Jaylen Brown cruise control. You know, remember Boston is beating guys without their full lineup, they starting lineup. You know, so for me, I just think Boston, you know, is not only the best team, the most dangerous team in the NBA because on any given night they have guys, man, that listen. Derek White can take over a game. Pritchard could come off the bench and take over a game. Al Horford can be a difference maker. So I think Boston Celtics is really on cruise control. It's no need to rush Porzingis back. I think Drew Holiday is just in the game maybe to get in basketball shape. But I think tonight, Fabian, I disagree. I don't think OKC is hiding their guys. Um, I think this is a very important game for OKC and for Boston, for Jason Tatum to let everybody know he's the real deal against the MVP, but also OKC, you know, if this is a finals preview, we need to show that we can play with y'all and maybe beat y'all. Same thing like when the Giants beat the New England Patriots. The end of the season, people thought that didn't mean anything. And what happens? You beat them in the finals, in the Super Bowl, and the rest is history. I think tonight OKC needs to play very well because if this is going to be a finals preview, because you know Boston, if they feel you can't keep up with them and they smell blood in the water, they'll sweep your ass in the finals quick, fast. So I think tonight's game is very important from a basketball standpoint.
Well, breaking news from Colin Flea Adams. MIKAL Bridges asked Tibbs to back off a bit with his minutes to show more love to the bench. Yo, send that in the chat on Flea. See if you could send a link in the chat. What? That's incredible. I'm looking it up now, boy.
Yeah, yeah. But
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's legit.
Wow. Breaking news. Thank you, Flea. MIKAL Bridges has asked Tom Thibodeau to play Knicks starters fewer minutes. Sometimes it's not fun on the body. We've got enough team where our bench guys can come in and we don't need to play 48 minutes, 47. It helps just keeping fresh bodies out there. Wow.
I'm right. I've been right all along. I keep telling y'all, nobody likes Tom Thibodeau. Fuck Boston OKC tonight. We doing a little overtime right now, y'all. Did I not say? No, because I gotta pat myself on the back. No. We gonna have a discussion. Let me get comfortable. Let me fix my collar. Let me pop my collar first, and then let me, Did I not say months ago Tom Thibodeau's on the hot seat? I said it months ago. Everybody ravs and rages about all the guys, this, the guys, that. No one likes Tom Thibodeau. MIKAL Bridges, what he just did is proof we got to get a new head coach. When a play that's not even playing well says that is a problem. That is a problem. Flea, my business, Flea, you at work. Stay where you at. We got this. But no, all jokes aside, MIKAL Bridges is not even playing well enough to even say that. That just goes to show you how bad Tom Thibodeau has been managing these guys' minutes and playing these guys. When Tom Thibodeau put Cat back in the game after week 3 he injured his knee, goes to show you Tom Thibodeau can give two damns about you being injured or how many minutes he's playing you guys. MIKAL Bridges doesn't even have the cachet to do that, to say that. I'm sorry, he doesn't. As bad as he's been playing, wow. 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 Thank you, Tory B. Listen, I've been consistent for years. And when a player comes out, no, but all seriousness, Fabian, I would love to hear your opinion.
No, because she really listens to us, bro.
Now she's family. Now I love it, man. I love it.
She knows when you take my shit and claim it. I love you. I love you.
Fabian, when a player comes out and says this about their coach and it gets out and it's not kept in house, that tells me everybody else feels like that. Go ahead. Please, I want to hear how you feel, because this is crazy.
We got a lot of people in the building. I'm going to read further into that article, boy. I'm trying to pull it up now. It's getting slow on me. All this tells me at the computer.
Wow.
Trying to stop me from keeping my eyes on the prize, baby. Bubba. Basketball season is heating up, and Prospects is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. Huh? Oh, you know we heard the sound. You heard the sound. Oh, dear God.
You lucky I don't know how to work this shit. I would have brought your ass up.
Hit the button.
What's good? What's good?
Hit the button.
I'm working.
We know you can't stay long. Please, we need your opinion.
No,
go ahead. You got the floor.
I just wanted to come up here and tell you that you was right. You've been right. Big Flea, y'all. Y'all been right. I think everybody has always said that Tibbs got to ease up on the minutes. But y'all have been stressing this about this particular team. Everybody talks about that with Tibbs, for years. But this particular team, y'all have been on this since the second week of the season. Y'all are absolutely right. All I have to say about it is this. I respect Bridges for saying that. Because now it forces Tibbs to actually take a look at it. This is a guy that we trade 5 first-round picks for. This is a guy that we really jumped out the window for. This is a guy that we really were interested in getting on our ball club. We got him. He's been inconsistent all season, right? We can say whatever we want about his play. But Stevie Wonder could tell you that we are playing entirely too many minutes with our starters. Bridges leads the league in minutes played per game. Am I wrong, y'all? Is that a fact?
And he's an Iron Man. He plays every game.
He plays every game, and he's leading the league in minutes. Go ahead, Ray.
The whole team leads the league in minutes, bro.
we top 5. We in the top 5. It's like 4 guys in the top 5. 5 guys in the top 7 or something like that. But I respect what Bridges said. And to be honest with you, I would like to see how Tibbs reacts to this. Because if he reacts poorly to this, meaning if he continues to play guys high minutes, now Bridges is on board in terms of, hey, we playing too many minutes. We love you, Tibbs, but I won championships with Jalen Brunson. I won championships with Josh Hart on the collegiate level, but I've been with these guys for a while. All it takes for me is to say, yo, JB, Hart, it might be that time. Let's go up. Let's go talk to Leon. Let's go. Let's have a skip level meeting. Let's have a skip level meeting and go talk to Lee. Now that ball gets to rolling and OG gets his wish. But listen.
But hold on, Flea. Just think about this though. I said this a while ago. Remember I said they gave up on THIBS?
Yes.
My opinion, and I could be wrong. He lost the locker room. It's done. Bro, for me, it's no coming back from this. I could be exaggerating, I could be, but I think the locker room is lost. And I think when this happens like this, I think he's done. I think he's done. And I told y'all, he's not on the sideline looking happy. That means in these practices, in these meetings, this had to be discussed. And these players were not happy and probably was discussing it with THIBS. And then now, MIKAL Bridges just had enough and said, bunk it. I'm going to say what needs to be said. I think the locker room is lost, Flea, and I think he's done.
For him, for Bridges to come out and say that, like, you gotta have a level of audacity, because like for one side of us, right, we all feel like Bridges has been inconsistent, underachieved this year for what we wanted from him, right? We've been screaming Bridges all season long, but for him to have that audacity to say, I don't give a damn how I'm playing, this needs to be said to THIBS. I respect it. I respect it. I got to jump, y'all. I'm still locked.
Yeah, you're always a pleasure. You already know. That was Flea in the building, y'all. Real quick cameo. Had to get his opinion. Yeah, had to get his opinion on that.
I was about to get into my conspiracy zone.
I will watch. I will watch. I do not.
No, you won't. You shouldn't watch. Let's switch hats real quick.
I love it. Let's go. Let's go.
They got the aluminum foil hat. They ain't never heard of no aluminum fitted out here, AllBall. We out here.
Aluminum fitted is fire. Let's go. Yeah, listen, we buying all in. Listen, we gonna have costumes on. We buying in. Let's go, baby. Hold on, you need the music. Let's go.
MIKAL Bridges, for him to be the one to talk to Tom Thibodeau. Where the hell, y'all ain't putting this together? Why would Josh Hart step to Tom Thibodeau?
How we know he didn't?
He didn't.
We don't know that for a fact.
Hold on. I'm not, whatever. There's no way it happened. They're family. Bridges is like he might be the cousin. He just got to the team. I think they're way too tied in together. The roommates. Bridges found a way to stay in New York, number one. He found a scapegoat in Tom Thibodeau. That's number one.
Yeah, because ain't nobody gonna give him no money the way he's been playing. Go ahead, that's a fact.
Correct. Number two, you were the scapegoat to go tell Tom Thibodeau. Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart do not have the balls to tell you, nah, I don't want to go back in the game. This means that MIKAL Bridges is a lot more tied. His Iron Man streak is on the line. Let's not forget that. He got the most games ever, second to like AC Green, who was a virgin, who was the next whatever, right? And then number three, forget about the fact of us being right. We were obviously right. That means we weren't just right about them being tired. That means that they're in practice and Tyler Kolek is busting somebody's ass. That's what it means. Yo, we need the bench to be in the game. They could give us some minutes too. We get to see Tyler Kolek, y'all. We've been right about everything from the beginning, including Tom Thibodeau's monkey ass, AllBall. Why is he here? This was the first domino. That's their man from college. He's letting you know. This was a public thing. Hold on. My bad. I didn't finish. Why MIKAL Bridges asked Tom Thibodeau to play Knicks starters fewer minutes. In case you guys are looking this in the New York Post. Sorry, it's the tabloids. That's Stephen Barney, though. You know he's a New York Knicks reporter. We read this part. Sometimes it's not fun on nobody. You'll want that as a coach, but also talk to him a little bit about knowing that we've got a good enough team where our bench guys can come in and we don't need to play 48 minutes. We've got a lot of good guys on this team that can take away minutes, which helps the defense, helps the offense, helps tired bodies being out there and giving up all these points. It helps just keeping fresh bodies out there. Bridges said Thibodeau was receptive, but sometimes I think he just gets in his ways.
Wow.
I think he's not arguing about it. Sometimes I think he just gets in his ways and he gets locked in. He just wants to keep the guy out there. Sometimes you got to tell him, like Landry, for example, or somebody, keep him out there. They're playing well. Oh my God. Bridges is the poster player for durability with the NBA's longest consecutive game streak and this season's leader in total minutes. But the 28-year-old said the workload isn't easy. I think it's something you never really get used to. Your body's going to feel how it is every year, but I've been a part of it for a while now, knowing how to take care of my body through those situations and just trying to do as much as I can. Thibodeau's minutes distribution has long been a hot button issue as he's been accused of overworking players to their detriment. This was, Channing Frye's comments from last year about there's no way you can go dumb hard for 40 minutes every single night. What else is there? Is there anything else? I think there's a lot more I can still show. I think that goes in within it a lot. Things that are systematic or our schemes offensively and stuff, just trying to find the right situations and trying to make the right read every time I get a chance. Wow.
Real quick, man, you got to give a shout out to Troy B, man, with the listen, man, we everybody in the chat, man, we can't show enough appreciation. Tory B, appreciate you always. You show up, you show out. Thank you for the super chat, the 1999. Appreciate you always. And we try to make it fun. We try to be entertaining, but man, love y'all to death. Love everybody in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all. Tory B. Listen, man, family for life. Thank you always. Yo, Fabian, that wow. That when that happens,
that comment is crazy.
When that happens to a coach, you lost the locker room. I'm sorry. And you lost your players. Remember, I said it a while ago. I think whatever game we lost, I said, yo, I watched the body language. I said, yo, they gave up on THIBS. And I think that's what they did. And I don't think Josh Hart or Brunson can't say nothing to him. Maybe they did say something. It's just that MIKAL Bridges, his just went viral, I guess. He might have went to the tabloids or to somewhere else. But no matter how nobody feels about Brunson or somebody else should have said something, it was said. And it needed to be said. I've told y'all, and I've been telling y'all, I've seen enough sample size of Tom Thibodeau to know he's not a good head coach, especially for this type of roster. I'm sorry. And I got to applaud MIKAL Bridges. I'm not a big fan of him right now because he's been playing terrible and inconsistent basketball, but he's 100% spot on. And the whole basketball world, especially Knicks fans, we all know this and we all been saying this. Yo, bro, you cannot be playing these guys. I think last season, Josh Hart, it was like almost 5 to 10 games straight. He played 45 plus minutes. And we wonder why people are getting hurt, why people are pulling things and straining things. No, so I totally agree, man. And I'm glad somebody said it because it doesn't make us as Knicks fans look crazy. And I stand on what I stand on. Tom Thibodeau has to go. Simple and plain. And I think this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Enough is enough. And when your player comes out and says this about you or to you, I don't see how that relationship can be salvaged. So I think that's it. I think Tom Thibodeau was done after this season.
Oh, boy. MIKAL Bridges said about Tom Thibodeau, I don't think he's arguing about it. Sometimes I think he just gets in his ways and gets locked in. That's all we've been saying. It's not that you don't know basketball, bro. I played video games before. You think you could tell a girl whatever you want when you 18, 16 years old. When it's time to go for them clutch moments, is different. Woo, sigh, my boy. It's hard for him in game to react to what's going on in game. We get it. You're not breathing, bro. You might not be built for this shit. You don't want to get a heart attack either, my brother. Let's keep it real. This is a stressful environment. Millions of dollars on the line.
Hold on. Shout out Ronald Martinez. Listen, man, you know, all the way from Orlando. He said, question, not to say he will, but if Tibbs takes the Knicks to the finals or help them win a chip, will you guys take back everything y'all said about him?
Not after this comment from
No,
MIKAL Bridges.
But Ronald Martinez, for me, yes. If Tibbs this year wins us a championship or gets us to the finals, it doesn't take away his coaching style, but you know, we would have to give him props because you got us to the finals, if you want me to be honest. But I don't think he's going to have an opportunity to do that. I think Tibbs is done. And Fabian, have I not been saying that all season? I say, yo, Tibbs is on the hot seat. Tibbs is on the hot seat. And MIKAL Bridges just told the world, indirectly, we don't want to play for this guy. See, it's difficult to just come out and say that, so you break it down. And what we've been saying, how are we going to get superstars to sign here with us? How are we going to get guys to stay here if nobody wants to play for the coach? MIKAL Bridges just proved what everybody knew and has been saying for the past however many years. Nobody wants to play with Tom Thibodeau or play for Tom Thibodeau. This is why he has no connections to players. Look at his coaching staff. Come on, bro.
Now,
wow.
If Tibbs takes the Knicks to the finals or help them win a chip, will you guys take back everything y'all said? I'm assuming by that question you're saying that he's doing it his way, because right now Bridges is planting the flag. Your way is not going to work. That's a public statement. That's not no insider information we heard from a reporter. That's him publicly coming out saying that Thibodeau is stubborn, still stubborn, and he's running us to the ground. I'm an Iron Man out here. Think about who's saying it. Yes, he's not playing well, but we are all well aware of the fact that MIKAL Bridges doesn't miss games, and he came out and told the coach, "Yo, man, this don't work like this. You bugging." And they have a lot of respect for him. It's not like they don't, because even the way he put that, he's still being nice. Jalen Brunson and Josh Hart have a podcast. They could talk whenever they feel like it, and they never hint at this. All Josh Hart ever says is, "Yo, I'll give it all I got. He wants me out there, I'll do it." And let's not forget, this is the reason what you said, AllBall, why you wanted PJ Tucker here. It is no secret to me. It's not an accident that a guy like that is in the locker room and they want some real shit to happen. Nah. What y'all talking about? Yo, man, y'all gotta hit the coach with that. Now don't keep that to yourself. I can't tell him I just got here yesterday, y'all.
And a guy like PJ Tucker could come in and everybody sees the Knicks are this close from winning a championship. We are a few pieces away. You cannot be that close. Remember, we haven't been close to winning a championship since what, Patrick Ewing days? It's been over 25 years, damn near 30 years. You cannot be this close and throw it all that down the drain because of a head coach that hasn't done anything. This ain't Greg Popovich. This ain't Phil Jackson. This ain't Spo. This ain't Steve Kerr. This ain't Udoka. This ain't my guy in Boston. This ain't them. Where you go, you know what? I got to see. No, this is Tom Thibodeau, who ain't did jack shit. Failed in Chicago. Had Derrick Rose in his prime, been to one conference finals. Failed in Minnesota. You had Cat, Wiggins, and Jimmy Butler in their prime. Failed. You come down Knicks. You had a great roster every time. Now, one season, guys was hurt. Randall and them guys, so we give you that. But fail. You had a game 7 against bum-ass Indiana last season and couldn't pull off a win. Why? Because you don't know how to adjust. You don't know how to game plan. You don't know how to create no type of offense. None of that. When we down 15-20, the game plan is, go ahead, Brunson, run wild. Get us back in the game. He has to go. And somebody had to say it. Fabian, it's very hard for people to be. Remember, when you're born, nobody's really born bad. You have some that are. but some of us are just good human beings.
Right.
It's very hard to be a piece of shit. It's very hard to come out as a professional and say, yo, I don't want to play for that guy. Fire him. Because now, who's going to want you? Who's going to trade for you? How are you going to get your money? So a lot of these guys, it's hard to say, I don't want to play for that coach. I don't want to play for this organization. Unless you have the cachet, the superstar, or you already got the super bag already. But Bridges and them guys probably said enough is enough. Bruh, Kolick played great in the G League, won a championship, was the MVP. Why is he not getting no burn? Nah, bruh. I applaud Bridges, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, if y'all in the Garden, next time he gets to that Garden, they're in the West Coast trip right now. And that's another reason why it was it's not coincidental. PJ Tucker's there. Some real shit's going down in that locker room. MIKAL Bridges is the Iron Man, about to get ran to the ground. He's not Josh Hart. He's not Jalen Brunson. He's not godfathered into the team. He just got there this past summer. He feels like he has enough cachet. Defensive Player of the Year, 4th on the list, 3 years ago. When they get back to that Garden, he better get a standing ovation. Us Knicks fans, come on. He said everything we've been saying, and we have other Knicks fans going crazy. Going crazy on us. I forgive you because you came on here and apologized. I don't want to take it out on you, but there's a bunch of other morons.
No, but to defend Flea, he never really disregarded firing Tibbs. His thing was always, we just need a plan. Remember, he always said always said we would. He said, I don't mind firing Tibbs, but we just need a plan.
Thank you for saying that. All that tells me is La Cosa Rosa has a plan. You ain't putting that out. Yo, the Knicks don't let nobody talk to the public. Ever. All that tells me is that they got a backup, bro. And Turbo made a great suggestion. JOKIC coach right now? That New York blood in him?
Listen.
Yo, Mike Malone is not a bad idea.
Look, hold on. Can I put on my fantasy hat? I ain't got the aluminum for you. Hold on. Oh, I got one for y'all. Ho. I got fantasy for y'all. It may sound crazy, but you know what I realized, Fabian? A lot of things we talk about comes to fruition. When is Joker's contract up? Mike Malone and Joker. Joker, you want to go down as top 5 greatest basketball players ever? When your contract is up, you and Mike Malone, bring y'all asses over to the big city. No. See? People think things are far-fetched. Things are not far-fetched. But
his
I'm
play
gonna say
option in 2 years, man.
Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. What are you talking about? It's nothing wrong. See, that's the problem with us New Yorkers. We're very impatient. I said, well, I know I'm very impatient, but I said, when we made the trade for Cat, I said, I give us a 3-year window to win a championship. Listen, I'm a diehard Knicks fan, y'all. Please don't laugh at me for just hoping and wishing, man. Think like this is what keeps me going. But hold on, Fabian. Hold on. About a month now, haven't I been saying Tom Thibodeau looks very unhappy on the sideline?
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
That goes to show me this has been talked about in those practices. This has been talked about. Where them guys is in practice going, yo, bro, you playing us too? Because he's on that sideline and he looks miserable. I'm miserable. And we having a good season, despite how people feel. Thank you, Nostalgic Nick. Yes, MIKAL just set it off, bro. MIKAL just set it off, bro. He just set it off. But Tom Thibodeau's body language on the sideline proves that this has been rumblings and been spoken about in those offices, in those practices, in those hallways with those players. And there's nowhere in the world a Cat or Brunson or Hart never said to Tom Thibodeau, yo, bro, I don't feel like playing 48 minutes tonight, bro. Make sure them guys get some burn. And like Bridget said, Tom Thibodeau in his stubborn way. All right, but next thing you know, I'm still playing 48 minutes. Fabian, we've been right all along. That man is trying to get himself fired. He lost the locker room. The players don't respect him no more, and they don't want to play for him no more. There's no turning back. We have to start looking for a new head coach.
I'm trying to look to see how long is Mike Malone's extension. Mike Malone has agreed on a contract extension that will make him one of the NBA's highest paid head coaches. When you're on the chat, maybe you can look it up. What's Mike Malone's contract extension? We've heard of coaches being traded for. Didn't Doc Rivers get traded for from the Clippers to the Celtics, from the Celtics to the Clippers? It's happened before.
Yeah.
I think just Joker in 2 years will be 32 years old.
That's prime. That's prime, baby. I'm sorry. All we need is 2-3 years from guys. We just need the chip, bro. If Joker come in 1 year and then the second year, the first year we get the chip and he go about his business, listen, look what Toronto did. It worked. It worked.
What are we trading?
For the Joker? Take whatever you want. Fuck is you talking about? Take whatever you want. Imagine the Joker with the roster we had in place for, let's just say, maybe Cat and Bridges. Come on, bro. You kidding me? With that cold Mike Malone? You kidding me? As consistent as Brunson is? What Hart does? Remember, Hart is Bruce Brown with steroids. Are you kidding me? OG compared to Michael Porter Jr.? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. In the big city?
See, I think it's not just the validation, it's just it is the validation. I'm like, it's definitely the validation of a player saying exactly what you've been saying. And then it kind of sucks because how long ago should you have said that? If you never said anything, are you worried about somebody getting hurt now? Because Cat is hurt, bro. I know you don't want to believe that, and he should be sitting, but they're giving it their all. There's a lot that comes with this that we don't even, like, we get so stuck in the argument. It's like, bro, a lot comes with playing these guys for that long. This shit ain't even funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, we love to laugh, but Tom Thibodeau, you ain't the one out there running doing shit. At some point, someone had the balls to do that, and I believe it will come out that PJ Tucker, I don't know if he's getting that another 10-day contract, bro, because he's setting a firestorm in that Knicks locker room, and we all love it.
He should be signed for the rest of the season. Remember, I said that. I said he needs to be signed for before this news came out. I said hopefully they sign him for the rest of the season.
But for this alone, not because that's why when you said in the text message defense and toughness. All right, maybe toughness, but I don't want him on the court. Campaign and Sham had been on 20 teams the last 3 years. No chips. That's what I'm saying. But if you have that guy there, we don't have any assistant coaches. So PJ Tucker being the assistant coach, basically, you have to sign him. You have to sign him because he's gonna keep it real, and you need that. You can't be fake. You could be fake about your team and talk all that nonsense about your team if y'all suck. But when y'all got a chance to do something, you can't mince words. You have to be absolutely honest about what the next step is. And if the guy like PJ Tucker's in there and he's reinforcing something like that, the spirit of keeping it real, then fuck it. I'm buying a PJ Tucker jersey. I might cop some kicks with them orange and blue joints you got. Where we at, PJ?
We have to be careful, because didn't I say this about a month or so ago? I said Tom Thibodeau's trying to get fired. Are you trying to run guys into the ground on purpose? Like, listen, man, I know it sounds far-fetched, but we have to be careful. Got to keep a close eye on Tom Thibodeau at this point, because now it's like, you know, the respect level is gone. Everything is gone.
He's a sitting duck.
Right. Everything is gone now. So at this point, he probably give two shits about the season. So guys got to be careful. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this might be a perfect excuse for if we don't make a deep run in the playoffs or make the finals, we have a built-in excuse now. So thank you, MIKAL Bridges, because this thing, we was running into a brick wall, man. like I said, it never was going to work with Tom Thibodeau. Never. 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 And yes, you're correct, Drip Ball. Listen, he's disgruntled. It is over. Tom Thibodeau will never get a head coaching job ever after this. Ever. He doesn't deserve one. Sorry. Sorry, he doesn't. He doesn't. So for me, this is perfect timing. You know, the end of the season is there. We're about to be in the playoffs. Now we have a legit distraction. Because I deal with reality. You know, the playoffs is going to be tough. Detroit is tough. Cleveland is tough. Boston is tough. We know, you know, Milwaukee got that black cat going on with them, but still they got Giannis and Dame. You know, I don't see nobody sweeping them. That still may be a little tough. And Indiana, they play a style of basketball where I can't stand them. I don't think they're a good team, but, you know, the style that they play, it's almost like they play with house money. So it's like you really got to stomp them out. So that's a thorn in our side. So I just think, you know, this is a built-in excuse to where now next season we can really start making those moves to be championship contention. Because watching the great teams in the NBA with how they're being coached, Tom Thibodeau doesn't come close. I'm sorry. We have no style of basketball. We have no nothing. We just out there playing like it's pee-wee basketball. Luckily, we got a guy in Jalen Brunson that's a bad mother, you know what. But we've been saying it, Fabian. We've been saying it. I know I can't wait to discuss this again on Knicks Rehab with Flea in the building and with the whole Knicks Rehab crew that just tuned in for us just for the Knicks. So I can't wait to discuss this again.
Yo, that comment was so earth-shattering that it felt like we got a trade, like we traded for somebody.
East Blue Drew, what up, baby? Yeah, yeah.
Like it reinvigorated us. It makes us want to watch again because we've been sick of this thing. And yeah.
Ball suckers.
I don't know what it's. Oh, boy. Tell them where we at for the week, man.
Hey, man, hit that like button, share, like, subscribe, man. We here every week, every weekday, y'all. Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. YouTube Live. We're going to be talking about a lot of hot topics. We do Knicks Rehab after every Knicks game. For the West Coast games, it ends a little too late. So the next day, we'll be doing Knicks Rehab. But for the most part, we go live after every Knicks game and react to the game. But yeah, y'all. Afternoons with AllBall, Monday through Friday, weekdays, 3 p.m. Eastern. Please tune in, hit that like button. And Knicks Rehab, after every Knicks game, we react to the game. So yeah, man, just please tune in, share, like, subscribe. And we appreciate y'all, man. You know, just continue to rock with us. We're going to get better. And this thing is going to, we going to get there, y'all. We going to get there, but I'm just wow. And prospects, y'all see the promo code? Hit that. Come on, man.
CLNS. Stop playing with us, man. Maybe tomorrow we do a Knicks Rehab. Pop back up. A little under the weather. AllBall, great show. All afternoon with AllBall. Y'all kidding me? Shut up. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.